Welcome back to my channel. We are still working on the construction of triangles, and in this case we have another special triangle that we want to construct. And as I said in the previous videos, that the steps that you have to take in constructing a particular triangle depend on the information that you are given. So in this case we have a question that says that we have to construct a triangle whose perimeter is 120 millimeters and the base angles 60 degree and 45 degree. Let me read the question again. Construct a triangle whose perimeter is 120 millimeters with base angles 60 degree and 45 degree. So here we are given the perimeter and the base angles. We are given the perimeter 120 millimeters and the base angles are 60 degree and 45 degree. So let's see how this construction can be done. What we have to do first is to draw a horizontal line. So we draw horizontal line here like this. Okay, so on this horizontal line I'm going to take a measurement of 120 millimeters. 120 millimeters. So from this point and to this point, so we have this to be 120 millimeters. Okay, so this point, let's call it, this is point A. Okay, and then this is point B on the line. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to construct angle 60 degree at this point A and angle 45 degree at this point A, or you can do it alternately, putting 45 degree here and putting 16 here. That is your own decision. So I'm putting angle 60 degree here and angle 45 degree here. Let's do it by construction. So to construct angle 60 degree at this point, so I will extend my the pen point on my compass to a convenient radius. So I'm going to draw an arc like this. Okay, so draw an arc here like this. Okay, so with the radius of this arc here, I will put the pinpoint here where the arc touches line AB, and then I will make an arc here like this. Okay, we have this now. Let's construct angle 45 degree here. So the angle is going to be inside here, not outside here. So what we have to do now is that we are going to construct a semicircle first. So we construct semicircle first. You know, if we are to construct angle 45 degree, we need to bisect angle 90. So what we have to do first is to construct angle 90 degree by drawing this semicircle. Okay, so this semicircle is 180, so let's bisect it to get angle 90. So put the pinpoint here at this point. Okay, extend the pen point to a convenient radius, and then you draw an arc here like this. Okay, so putting the same pinpoint of the compass here with the same radius, so draw an arc. So we can get 90 degree out of this. So out of this, so we can get 90 degree out of it. So this, I will just draw a line from this point B through the point of intersection of the arc. So this angle is 90, this angle is 90, but this is the one that we need. So let's quickly work on that. So I put the pinpoint on my compass here at this point. So extend the pen point to a convenient radius, and I will draw an arc here. I'm bisecting this 90 to get 45 degrees. So putting the pinpoint here, and I will draw an arc here like this. So with this, so I'm going to draw a line from this point B, passing through the point of intersection of the arcs, so that we can have angle 45 degree here. So drawing this line like this. Okay, so this angle here is 45 degrees. So we have this angle to be 45 degree. So let's take note. Okay, so then from this point A, I will draw a line through this point where these two arcs intersect. Okay, so I will draw like this. So here we have this. So this is angle 60 degree. So this angle here is 60 degree. So we have this, okay, to be angle 60 degree. Okay, so let's call this point, let's call it point C. So this is point C here. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to bisect this angle 60 degree and this angle 45 degrees. So we are going to bisect them. So and to do that, so with the compass again, so putting the pinpoint of the compass here, extend the pinpoint to a convenient radius. So I'm going to draw an arc here like this. Okay, so then with this point here, pinpoint here with the same radius, so draw an arc here. So I'm going to draw a line, so from this point A through the point of intersection of these arcs. Okay, so here we have this. like this. Okay, so then we are bisecting angle 45 degree also here. So with the pinpoint here, so draw an arc here like this. So and then with the pinpoint at this point, you draw an arc here. Okay, so we draw a line from point B passing through the point of intersection of the arcs. So it goes like this. So we have this. So it goes like this. So we have this like this. Okay, now so the two bisectors of the angles, they meet at this point. They meet at this point. Let's call this one, let's call it point D. So this is point D here, where the two bisectors meet. So the next thing that we are going to do is this. So very, very simple. So take your set square. So do the set square. So set it along this line AC. Set it along this line AC here, like this. Set it along line AC. Okay, then we are going to shift it to point D. Okay, we are going to shift to point D. So we are drawing a line that is parallel to line AC at point D. So we shift the set square like this and we bring it to point D. Okay, bring it to point D. So when you get to point D, we draw a line like this. So draw a line to touch line AB. Okay, so this line touches line AB at this point. So let's call this point, let's call it, this is point E here. Okay, so this line DE is parallel to line AC. So let's take note of that. It's parallel to line AC. And also at the same time, so we also set the set square along line BC. So along line BC, and we are going to shift the set square to point D to draw a line that is parallel to line BD. So we shift the set square, that will be parallel to line BC. So I will shift the set square to point D like this. Okay, so gently, gently, and gently. Okay, so I can see point D here. Okay, all right, so we have it here. So I'm going to draw a line from this point to touch line AB at this point. Okay, so we have this now. All right, so we have this. So this is point F here. So this is point F. Another thing that we need to know is that this line DF is parallel to line BC. Okay, so that's it. So the triangle that we are required to construct is triangle EDF. Triangle EDF is the triangle whose perimeter and the base angles are given. But let's show the base angles. Let's show the base angles here. So at this point, so we have an angle at this point E here. Okay, so that is angle DEF, angle DEF. Okay, at this point. Okay, so the value of this angle is 60 degree. So the value of this angle is 60 degree, as we have angle 60 degree here. And also coming to this point F here. So coming to this point F here, so we also have this angle. So this angle here, so this angle at this point F, that is angle DFE, is 45 degree. Is 45 degrees. So let's take note of that. So as simple as I've done it here. So all you have to do is to practice. Do not forget what we are given here. We are given the perimeter of triangle and also its base angles. Thank you and God bless you.